I think the three basic fundamentals of selling a property successfully is price, presentation and marketing. There are a lot of other factors that you can take into account, but if you want to really chunk it down and make it simple, like I like to do, those are the three elements. My view on marketing, particularly in the eastern suburbs, given the sort of market we're in at the moment, whilst everyone thinks it's booming, it's not. It's positive, it's confident, but it's still patchy. And I think in these sort of times, and in any sort of times, you need to, throughout the process, cover every single base. And it's hard to alienate one element of marketing and say that's better than the other. But more so, I personally recommend to clients to take the safer approach, and that is have presence in all mediums of marketing to make sure that you don't miss any bases throughout the process, and you can be confident at the end of that you have done everything possible to achieve the best result in that period. So the basic elements, if you like, of a marketing campaign is internet, without question. Signboard, again, counts for good exposure, good inquiry, and unequivocally to me, in the eastern suburbs, and I can only speak for the eastern suburbs because I haven't had any experience selling properties elsewhere outside of the eastern suburbs. I grew up in the eastern suburbs, is the Wentworth Courier. Also dependent on price range, but I would say if you're marketing a property that has a value in excess of $1 million and you're not advertising in the Courier for what it costs, given the investment that you've got, it's a no-brainer, and you could potentially be shooting yourself in the foot. Domain.com, real estate, our website, and then there are a couple other sub-sites that are attached to it all. There is actually no set algorithm around more traffic comes from real estate or domain or the Courier, because every single property for every different suburb, for every different price, that changes and it oscillates. It doesn't set with one absolute standout. And that's why I'm confident, I know a lot of the other guys are, that unless you are or have presence in every medium, you're not doing a proper job. Even if the property's cheaper, right, even if it's under $1 million, my recommendation to the client always is advertise by covering every base. And my view to them is, if you want to make the best of this one shot that you've got at maximising the price, why are you going to take a risk for a few $100? When you could potentially gain more? Even if you don't get a buyer from it, at least you did it to try get it. But what if you do? And that buyer may not buy it, but he pushes the person up who does buy it. Definitely. And I'm not saying it's bad. I'm a huge supporter of the internet. I love the internet. We couldn't run our business without that. And I'm of that younger generation. All I'm saying is that there will always be a place for print, in my view. And I think it adds value to the seller.